Hello again, everyone. I am continuing my expose education sessions on ingredients. This one is about serums, the different serums. First of all, why do you use serum? Serum is basically about feeding the skin what it needs. Number one, in the morning, because the skin uses, if it absorbs, different ingredients in the daytime to protect and to make it energetic, just sort of like your body does, and what you like to eat at different times of the day. Your skin, the same thing. It needs certain things physiologically, scientifically, in order to protect it and to energize it and to feed it. For its chemical processes to be as youthful as possible. And then at night, it uses different things because at night is mostly about repair. And so it uses entirely different things at night. So that's what serums do. Serums also treat skin conditions, inflammation. So you want serums that are not only therapeutic, meaning they work, which means that you see resolution of any sort of inflammation you have, decrease your acne, decrease enlarged pores, etc., because you're feeding the skin what it needs, but the skin needs a lot of different things. But you certainly don't want to use serums that are inflaming your skin or doing nothing at all. And you don't want serums that are sitting on the surface of the skin, which is why I rail about very unsophisticated formulas that don't absorb, because if things don't absorb, sitting on the surface of the skin is going to do nothing. Sun protection, if it's a physical block, does do something, but otherwise, so I'm calling out the big offenders that people spend a lot of money on and their trust. And so that's the reason I'm doing this and calling them out, because so you know and you learn to read the ingredient list, and you learn to read them repetitively because companies change hands, etc., and then they change the formulas, although a lot of formulas are the same formula for 50 years, and people need to upgrade their formulas because ingredients are always there's new ingredients that are more therapeutic, which is something I'm always doing, which is why I've become a ingredient fiend over the years. Okay, so Clé de Peau, again, a very expensive serum, Le Serum, it's called the serum. Look, it's full of, and again, dipropylene glycol, butylene glycol. All these butylene glycol is not good for your skin either. Dipropylene glycol, again, these are cheap ingredients, and any formula that has these things in there are not formulas that are worth spending your money on. They are not going to achieve your goals. Glycerin, another one of the big ingredients, one of the most important ingredients in there. It just moisturizes it. It makes things slip, and it also helps, well, it basically just makes things go on the surface of your skin more nicely, but it does nothing therapeutically. There's a whole list of ingredients that are very low on the list, and so what that means is that there's one molecule of things. So it's certainly not, again, medicine is a art as well as a science, but in my humble but educated opinion, it is not worth spending that money on, and it's not going to give you what you are looking to achieve in the vein of anti-aging, skin conditions, rosacea, putting out the fire of inflammation. Then we go to Kiehl's. I'm a bit on Kiehl's currently because Kiehl's used to be, and a lot of people who don't read the ingredient list, they think that that is a affordable, natural, non-toxic product line, and it is not, and no longer. And for instance, their corrective serum is full of propylene glycol. The second ingredient after water is propylene glycol, full of alcohols, and it has a little bit of salicylic in there, which also inflames your skin. Why is it there? There's just no reason for those things to be there. There's just no reason for those things to be there. Another line that has gotten some traction that is supposedly non-toxic is Biossance, Biossance. One in particular, which annoyed me, was the squalene plus the vitamin C dark spot serum. First of all, from somebody who struggles medically with patients daily, a multitude of times daily, and with myself for brown spots, it is a big, tough job. It oftentimes, most, you've got to have really strong products in order to help exfoliate off brown spots. Never mind fade them. You can't vaporize them in the skin. They have to exfoliate. First, you have to stop the damage. They have to exfoliate off. And so this has a 10% vitamin C in there. 10% vitamin C in a liquid. As you know, it's oxidized, so you basically have nothing in the bottle that is going to do anything from a therapeutic point of view. It's got some licorice root in there, not enough. Licorice root is one thing that does help, but it's such a such a weak ingredient. It's certainly not going to do it. Full of the acrylates. So Biossance is certainly not something. It's not going to resolve your dark spots. It has not enough vitamin C in a chemical form that is therapeutic, and it does have squalene. Squalene is just olive oil for all practical purposes, FYI. Then, one of my favorite groups to get on is Zeo. Zeo, basically, I get on a regular basis because they repetitively make some of, maybe not the most toxic, but they're up there with some of the most inflammatory ingredients. And I have called Dr. Obagioff out on that repetitively on when we speak and we're on the podium together. But let's just talk about the Zeo Growth Factor Serum Plus, just to illustrate my point. The biggest ingredient in there is it has dipropylene glycol twice, and it has propylene glycol, and it has butylene glycol. Whenever you see that, number one, you know that this is a inflammatory, toxic, and not therapeutic formula. Shame on Zeo, shame on Dr. Obagi, shame on his daughter as well, who I don't know how much she's involved, but whoever's making these products, shame on them. Pegs, vinyl, there's nothing in there that's therapeutic. Never mind, he's got a firming serum. There's nothing in there to firm. Full of dipropylene glycol, retinol palmitate. Anytime you see that, it's a very low level ingredient. Even his complexion renewal pads, full of propylene glycol and salicylic glycolic, inflames the skin. So not something that you want to trust or spend your money on. Now, the other thing is, again, Aquaphor. This is their advanced therapy that's supposedly for dry, cracked, or irritated skin. Like every Aquaphor product, every one, it's the same formula for all practical purposes. It's all petrolatum, mineral oil, some lanolin, but it is going to do nothing to therapeutic, to moisturize, to heal. It is not going to feed the skin. It cannot penetrate. It's just going to stop up your pores. And it comes from petrolatum and crude oil products petroleum products, not what you want to spend your money on. Glycerin, another product and brand that has been trusted over the years, but again, should no longer be. This is Redness Relief, okay? Redness Relief is full of the parabens. Redness is an inflammatory condition, and so you don't put anything in a redness relief product that inflames the skin even more. Also full of butylene glycol. Again, not something that is going to relieve redness. So these Glycerin products basically are just, if anything, moisturizing dead skin. So certainly not a serum that is feeding and helping to heal the skin and resolve skin conditions. Bio oil, which has been around forever, again, not a product that used to be a better product, but I think now it's full of mineral oil, and mineral oil has no therapeutic value. So when you put this oil, which a lot of people use to moisturize on their skin, it's just going to stop up your pores. People use it for stretch marks. It's just not going to help stretch marks. You're better off using emu oil, olive oil, any sort of emu is the best, but olive oil certainly you could do as well, but certainly this is not going to do it. And it's full of retinol palmitate, which means that it's not a good ingredient. Anytime you see that in a formula. And fragrance, same thing, sunflower seed, that is not going to penetrate and do anything. And so it's not going to help with uneven skin tone. It's not going to help with aging and dehydrated skin. It's not going to penetrate. Mineral oil does not penetrate. So the only other one is, look, a lot of times you see, and this La Roche-Posay, which is a balm, which is supposed to be healing, and healing for irritation. Look, anything that has niacinamide in it, niacinamide is always a good ingredient, but again, this is full of aluminum starch, silica, titanium. It does have zinc, zinc is always something that's healing, which is why zinc on the surface of your skin for sun protection is better. It has some shea in there. Shea is good, but when you mix it with all these other ingredients, basically you no longer have a balm and you no longer have something that's healing and anti-inflammatory. So you understand what serums are for. You understand formulation, ingredients, sophisticated formulas, and at the end of the day, show me, don't tell me. The proof's in the pudding, which means that what you're supposed to do is see resolution of symptoms. Now, skin products will only do so much, but this is why you want to spend your money on maximal strength, physician strength, non-toxic, non-inflammatory, and not things that are harming, increasing your disease risk more than life and stress and everything else in today's world. So I hope this helps. We'll continue these as we see the need and the desire for people to learn more. And we look forward to trying to continue to educate you so that you spend your hard-earned money and your trust, never mind your precious time, wisely. Thank you. Hope this helps.